Okay, so hello, welcome to the Firestorm Squadron. This is round 5 of the UK System Open. We just get set up with the lists here for this next round. We've got Andy Brazier, who is flying Kazuda, whose surname I'm not going to pronounce, but he's using the new Fireball. And Kaz has got an R5 Astromech. He's got Advanced Slam, Outmaneuver, and the Fireball. Modification to Advanced Slam. That's it, and the Fireball. That is one list. Oh, and Outmaneuver, just for fun. So I am also joined by Bob D, who, if I turn on his microphone, that'd be really helpful.
It's going to be, yeah.
There we go.
Hey, I'm back.
You are back.
Hello there.
So I'm just getting the list set up, which is not currently the list that are on the screen. But we have got time running already because the guys, I think they're running slightly behind. I'm trying to get a maneuver. There we go.
Oh, interesting.
And then we got Zizi.
Never sure about Fearless on Boba Fett.
Well, that was the previous list, so
right, okay.
not quite the same yet. We're just getting there. But it is Boba Fett.
Okay.
I know that much. I just can never remember the whole list.
I mean, he's kind of the go-to list in 2.0 and hyperspace.
It does seem
now.
to be.
Yeah.
I know he's got bombs on Boba.
Oh, interesting.
So we've got Zizi with concussions and heroic. And the final ship is Poe. So we've got a Poe Dameron on screen. T70. And Poe has got R4, integrated, outmaneuver, black one, and Proton Torpedoes. So just a few upgrades. Just a couple. Man after my own heart. I like having lots of upgrades. We have black one.
Are you looking forward to seeing Boba with a bomb?
I do like seeing Boba with a bomb. It makes me very happy. That is the wrong place I'm looking for. I'm looking there. No, Astromech, R4. There we go. I'll make sense out of it eventually. What am I missing?
Oh, he is tooled up.
Outmaneuver.
Oh, and the new hot A-wing. That
Do you know what we
is
really
such a
need?
good
Do
ship.
you know what would be a good idea? If I select the right pilot. That's a really good idea. Because that does that.
Timer, are we on the main timer?
Oh, main timer. Yeah, same as everybody else. Outmaneuver 193. List 193. Okay. Submit. So, Bob, if you want to talk a little bit through Andy's list for a minute, I'm going to grab Phil's list. But
Okay.
various bits you want to look at.
Yeah. Kazuda. Nice new Fireball. He seems to be the go-to Fireball. And he's packing Outmaneuver and Afterburners. Try and leverage that. And also, yeah, Advanced Slam in the title. Cool. And then Zizi. Such a good ship as Zizi. That ability is amazing. It just solves so many A-wing problems. With heroic and...
That's Concussion Missiles.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've got heroic Concussion Missiles and Poe then with Outmaneuver, Proton Torpedoes, R4 Astromech, integrated as well as in black one.
Okay. Yeah. Fully tooled up, as you said before.
Indeed.
And then Phil Pond is got Fenn Rau with Fearless, gold. Maul on Boba, Proton Bombs, Contraband Cybernetics, Hull Upgrade, Fearless, and Slave 1. Having played a fair bit of Boba Fett, really all through 2.0, I am dubious about both Fearless and Contraband.
Contraband Cybernetics, so good. So much use out of it.
Yeah. I struggle to leverage it, really. And it's the problem with all of those one-use upgrades, that you never know if this is the turn to go.
Is that a playstyle thing maybe for you?
Yeah, I think so. I like to run in and run away with Boba. I played a lot of the re-roll out the back title. Marauder, yeah. Which meant that I was a bit sad when that got scrubbed from hyperspace. But Slave 1 also gold. I mean, that is just phenomenal at I-5 in a meta where there's very few ace pilots to outwit Boba on that. And Phil's running at 184, which is a decent bid. Tom Reed brought home the Sith Taker Open last weekend with a list that was a little bit cheaper than that. Just trying to work out what the differences were, because he certainly had Maul, Contraband, Slave 1. Maybe Fearless wasn't there? Yeah, no, I think he had the Hull upgrade. Hull upgrade also gold on Boba. It just gives you a little bit more margin. It would be nice if you could go to Shield, but that's hyperspace.
It is hyperspace. Proton Bombs is very good.
But when you see that list played well, it is a beautiful thing. Being able to kite with each of them very effectively, and just choosing your moment to strike with Fenn and Boba is it's really lovely to see it done as well as it can be done. I'll be interested to see how they get on against, in particular, the Fireball. Zizi actually not too much of a problem if Boba gets it right. And Poe's Poe. He's moving second, and Fenn should be able to take him on.
Right, just get this back to the guys. I'll check who is player one. Is that right?
I would imagine that it's going to be Andy moving first. They've got right into the engage straight away. And from the look of it, Andy is aiming to take the points out of Boba early doors.
Right. Now, a little bit more settled. I'll turn these guys up a bit so we can hear them as well. Yeah. Okay.
My temptation with Boba is always to run him in at a decent pace straight into one target, if only so that you can force a decision to be made about the bomb. And either you trap somebody into a position where they have to go over the bomb, or alternatively a position where they have to fly away from it. And that's really powerful. Yeah,
I mean, it's still an interesting thing. Boba's in a really good flanking position here.
Yeah,
to
it's
get
wonderful.
around that rock and come back around. Phil's been playing really well today, and he's really got to go. But I think Fenn just seems a little bit isolated right now. A little bit scary.
Yeah, Fenn's okay. I think he's got to make the decision to run with Fenn, because those three ships could easily be coming around and making an impression on him if they're not careful.
So the Fireball does start with a damage, so it should have a hull down, I believe. I'll go look at that card in a second. Yeah, because that's the way it starts.
Looks like a range 2. Is that? Yeah. See how many dice are thrown here.
We got hit crit.
Hit crit.
2 hits.
So far, so good for Andy.
They're trying to wonder if I can hear the sounds. I can hear the sounds. Nobody at home can hear the sounds. So I get all the pew pew noises that they're deciding to make right now.
Excellent. Just hear them rolling the dice.
Yeah.
Doing that the traditional way.
I got the evade skin. Yeah, I can hear everything they're saying on the table, but for reasons of sensibility and sometimes people get a little bit wound up, I tend not to put table audio out.
Well, an event like this where a lot of people are going to be interested to watch, it's probably wise.
And we do have like walking around and talking and sometimes get carried away, shall we say.
Well, especially with the European players who perhaps don't have the language editing facility. They're a bit more relaxed about some of the more Anglo-Saxon conversation that can go on a table.
Do I hear pew pew sounds in my head? Quite often, actually. It's a little bit scary sometimes. I don't think anybody wants to be in my head too long.
There's not a lot of room.
No, it's
a small head.
I'm very small. It's fine.
It's all to scale, though. It's all to scale. Well, maybe not all of it.
No, let's not go there. What are we just with? Federal Chipmunk 1. That's a Han Solo salute to you. Thank you very much for the follow. Now, where's my mess gone? My mess is there and gone asleep.
Now, the fun thing here is whether Andy chooses to pressure Boba or chooses to pressure Fenn.
Well, I think Fenn just goes straight around the outside.
Yeah.
So he's got to. I don't know what the blues are on that dial. I really have not.
What, on Fenn?
No, sorry, on the Fireball.
Oh, okay.
Where am I? There. Tom Reed, hello, my friend. Thank you for the follow. Han Solo salute to you. So the blues we've got on the Fireball, we've got a 2 straight, 1 straight, and 1 bank. So he can 2 straight too hard to come around in behind Boba again. Or it's probably going to be 2 straight too hard after Fenn giving a position to come around that rock, but that leaves. So we do have the 2 straight. I call that bit. Apparently I know how to slam ships. Who knew? I never flew Miranda.
See, there are some things about 1.0 I do not miss.
But what's he going to do here? So he has to decide now whether he's going to go after Fenn or go after Boba.
That is an interesting decision.
This guy's been murdered. Not picky about who murders him. Let him get murdered. He did go after. See, I called it. Sort of. I'm not sure, Yeah.
Well, the rocks are in an awkward position. I think Andy's... Oh, okay.
It gives him the flank around the outside and just come back in again. So we're going to take the target lock here. Gets the range 3 lock on there.
Interesting. I'm a bit worried he's going to end up splitting fire here.
We're going to do 1 bank. And I would expect that to be a 1 bank again.
Yeah.
1 bank boost.
Yeah.
No, it goes for the lock.
Oh, it's the luxury lock.
I agree with you, Tom. That would have been my call as well.
Because Tom's not an aggressive player at all.
Who knew?
He did all right actually last weekend, Tom.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise to all of us.
Well done, Tom, in that. I did watch a lot of it, but unfortunately you have to I have to sleep at some point.
Yeah, well, there's life and stuff. Why has he done that with Poe?
I think so. He can 3 state 3 Talon next turn to get behind, or 3 hard to slam behind Poe.
Fenn Rau's going to be long gone by then.
He should be. Yeah. So, but I expect a barrel roll as opposed to the boost. A barrel roll out and focus. Because it gives him if he does the barrel roll out, he can hard 2 in next turn. If he does the boost, he can come trapped by this rock. Or he could just stay where he is.
Yeah, he's looking to run with the 3 bank next time.
So we're going to have a concussion from a Fell through the rock from Zizi.
You're welcome, Tom. Tom's probably as frustrated as me that I can't play this weekend.
So spinning the lock. And that's 2 with hit crit. Spend the focus for all the evades.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure. Well, Poe doesn't have the shotgun, obviously. So no shots. Back to dials. I do like Phil's position here, though.
Yes.
I do like where Boba and Fenn are. Oh, we've also got Alex Burt floating around.
Hello, Alex Burt.
I was trying to see the overlay. But now you start talking to me, so I need to acknowledge you.
Yes, you do.
Sorry, they still can't hear you because you're that far away from the mic. It's not a very loud mic. So you're fine.
Yeah, you want to stay away from talking on the internet, Alex.
I'll get you in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, shout out to 106 Podcast. They're quite enjoyable. They need to put another episode out so I have something to listen to.
Oh, we'll record one next week.
Okay, good. I
So
do.
we haven't all given up by then.
So no, what I was saying, I do really like Bobby is in a great position to just come in behind and just
Yeah.
follow all that list.
Well,
But
it's who Boba chooses to go at, really. He's got all kinds of options. Hello, Federal Chipmunk.
I'll bet it's somebody you know.
Probably not, actually. People that I know are generally sort of, less nice to me than people who don't know me. Hello, Richard.
So what is I can't even hazard to guess what the Fireball does in this position, in all honesty, because it's not a ship I'm really familiar with.
I haven't
Obviously,
played
being
it yet.
A new ship. So Kaz's ability is while you defend or perform a primary attack, if the enemy's ship's initiative is higher than the number of damage cards you have, roll an additional dice.
It's a great
so that's
little
going to
ability.
trigger for the entirety of this game.
Yeah, it's a great little ability.
That's going to just work until Kaz dies.
But he's only got 1 banks, 1 forward, and 2 forward for the Blues.
Yeah.
Doesn't give him a lot of option.
Well, that turns them into a 3 attack, 3 agility ship.
Yeah, it's great. It's
That's
great with
really
the
Oh.
5 hull or the 6 hull.
So 5 hull because of the dealt damage card.
Ah, yeah. Yeah,
So-
but he can fix that.
Which I
with
guess
the
is
net
why
cannon.
he's got R5 Astromech,
Yeah.
which is spend a charge to repair a face down damage card, which just removes it. So I wonder if that's something he wants to do. Yes, so Tom might have a bit of an idea of how to fly something like this. So he's saying basically coming from 2 different sides, performing a bit of a pincer move is good for Fenn and Boba and threatening from both sides. So
And-
Kaz's Fireball. When you resolve explosion with wings, you may search damage deck and choose a damage card with the ship trait. You are dealt that card instead, then shuffle the damage deck.
And no fancy dress for me this week, Daryl. I started off last weekend's tournament in the full Jedi malarkey, and it was
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
fun, but it's incredibly hot. And it was also inappropriate dress for my meeting in London, which is why I'm not playing this morning. So I'm not playing this evening.
But I'm glad you're here. Glad
Well,
you get
it's
the
nice to
chance.
be here. It's X-wing, so it's about the people, not the game necessarily.
Absolutely agreed. So he's doing the hard 3 run behind. So now if Fenn, I think we're going to have a barrel roll here as well. I'm pretty sure. That's a new funky thing we worked out how to do. I'm very pleased with that.
What you a cut and paste?
It automatically does it.
Oh,
I don't
great!
have to touch it. So I like that barrel roll.
Yes,
If he has come with a hard 2, it's definitely getting blocked. But
I'm fairly convinced this is a 3-bank.
the talon on Poe, is that a 3? Is it a 3 talon?
Yes, it is from memory. Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. So it would have to be a 3 straight 3 talon if he was going to do that with the black one. So just going 2 forward. The problem is now where Boba's ended up is those Fenn and Boba are going to end up in the same place.
Well, and they're running at each other, which isn't ideal. But on the other hand, they're putting real pressure onto Zizi. Yeah, I was convinced that was a 3-bank.
No, I thought too hard, so I wasn't far.
Yeah. Well, we're
Either
both-
way would have been blocked.
You're slightly righter than me.
So looks like a range 3 from Boba is probably going to be the only shot.
Yeah. Has it got the rock?
And obstructed. It is obstructed. And it looks like 2. That's a lot of green dice.
It is a lot of green dice. Yeah, ample.
3 or more of 8s. So
Yeah.
plenty. But that's what we expected.
And it's interesting 2.0 that those range 3 pot shots can make a massive difference to the middle and end game.
Tell me about it. So Vader ended up on 2 hull from one earlier.
Yeah.
From 1 shot.
Yeah.
Felipe Bayafel is now following. Thank you for the follow. And a Han Solo salute to you. So, what is he looking at? Phil's getting right down and looking at the table here and trying to see what he's... I think he's trying to work out just if the straight fits. I think you overcooked that maneuver a little bit. I think you want it to be just behind the rock to be able to come around if you wanted to. So I expect a 2 bank too hard for the Fireball with an advanced on focus. And Poe's just going to hard 2 round, right?
Yeah, sure.
Hard 2 boost.
Surely.
Easy.
He's got the lock on Fenn.
Yeah, I mean Fenn's not going to be there, but you're going to end up having, because Zizi can just come out and rotate his arc.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's easy to scoop the points out of Fenn. One bad roll and all of a sudden you're scooping up a huge number of points from him.
Oh, I got this one wrong. Okay, 1 bank. Oh, of course the 2 banks aren't blue. My mistake. Sorry, 2 straights are blue. So 1 bank, 1 bank. I had the theory right, I just got it wrong on my head.
It's if you can get the theory right, you're pretty much there, mate. I wouldn't worry.
That's very kind. I mean, it's a lie, but it's kind.
They're the best kind of lies. Just like technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Indeed.
Kind lies are the best kind of lies.
So just taking the focus there with Zizi, quite happy to.
I'm a
face
little
down.
bit nervous for Zizi here.
Well, I think Fenn has to turn around, but he's pretty sure that does not go on the rock. He's looked at it, he got right down the table edge.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I can see space on the camera, it's fine. Does
Well,
he take
and
the lock?
nice flying with Phil's boost the turn before to line
Yes.
that up. That could have gone badly wrong.
Too hard. I guess we're going to have a boost. Probably a focus. Yeah.
There's the boost.
And the focus. And the
Where's
stress.
Fenn Rau going?
Fenn should be hard too.
If it's a hard 2 and then...
Hard one. I'll say that.
I don't know.
1 boost.
One boost will get him into range 1?
And a focus.
Probably. Yes,
Yeah.
it will. Yeah. All day long.
I mean, that's still... Okay, 5 into 3. They've both got a focus.
Yeah, but Fenn's got his lovely defensive upgrade as well.
Concordia, yeah. It's slagging me off for being messy on the table. Phil will do that. I think Poe's just out of range. So we've got a range 1. So range 1 into Kaz.
Got the
So
fearless.
that's going to be 3 or 4. He's not spending.
Oh.
We've got 4 hits. That's a blank. Spend a focus on 1
Did
of
he
8.
use
Take
the
3.
fearless?
Yes.
Okay.
So takes 3 more damage cards.
And that decision not to use R5 at the start of the game is going to mean that limited choices now. We're running the risk.
There
of
is a
losing.
range 1. Phil's getting really good at judging those distances. It really is. He's
That's-
really put the table time in. I see 1 blank, 1 hit. 1 evade. Doesn't even need the roll. Spend a charge to get the evade token because that's what Zizi does, because Zizi likes to cheat. So I got range 1 to Zizi. Over reroll and then fearless. And force for 2 hits and a crit.
Lovely.
But all sorts of camera issues today. He's evading all that.
Yeah, taking a shield.
No, he is taking a shield. 1 shield. Ben Kennedy, thank you for the follow. A hand solo salute to you. The problem is now, is Zizi can just block up Boba. The Slave 1. Fenn can come in and just punch Boba in the face as well. Take a punch in return. Fenn doesn't really have anywhere to go.
No, Fenn's doing that thing where Fenn spends a long time turning round and hopefully doesn't get shot while he's doing. But I think a hard 2 from Boba is, and then take your pick.
Yeah. Hard to boost from Fenn.
But the thing is, if Boba's facing a bit of a trap there, because it's easy for the A-wing to block him if he goes right, and if he chooses to go left, then Poe's going to come in and get a shot with no return, I would have thought.
Kaz did shoot. He took no damage. No, he slammed. They're forgetting the notifier tokens. I will check that in a moment. I'm pretty sure. He did slam because he's got the crit. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I keep forgetting because I've been using Vinder so much that after you slam, you're not actually allowed to shoot. Because I cheat because I use an ion cannon.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cheating.
It is cheating. It's definitely cheating. 7 hard 2 from Boba. I think that's probably the right call, but I'm not sure you want to have to take the option of coming down the board. I think that just gets you followed by everything. I don't know. It's a tough call.
I might be tempted just to hammer forward with Boba in this turn.
Potentially block Poe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Or at least avoid the shot, because if Andy's counting on him taking the greedy too hard, he can deal with both of those too hards. One side he can block, and the other side he gets a shot with Poe. So it may be that the optimal move is to power forward and then come back in.
Yeah, I think I'm with that one. I'm not sure whether it's too hard.
It's very tempting when you got Slave 1 just to bang in a bank or return just because you can.
Yeah.
But not all, I found playing with it that's not always the smart move.
Something I'll try and do. If I can turn that off. The camera is just not playing ball today. I'm very upset with it. I agree. I don't think he does want to be in that corner, but I'm not sure he wants to be where he is either.
Yeah, he's going for the block to the right hand side of the turn. Hamslow saying there in chat that he's not flipped the or removed the damage card so that he can keep it in case he needs to slam and then shoot, which is yeah, that's got to be right.
Is that straight? It's just a one straight.
Oh, did he flip the arc on the?
No, it's
the
forward.
No, it's forward. Okay. Yeah, he's trying to hope for the dicey shots against.
That's a very smart move, Phil.
That's unusual. So he's effectively with the boost done a 1, 2, 3.5 forward.
Yeah.
That's very clever.
Yeah, it's just done once, so he gives him options, and then he can just boost forward a bit. And I'm trying to get the thing open, to try and turn off the thing, but it's not playing ball.
Looks like he's got a double reroll there against the A-wing.
Poe, Andy, actually that's a misdial. He has dialed in a 3 straight, which is white, or 4 straight, sorry, which is white. So he never cleared the stress of Poe. He said, "Don't know why I've done that." I do think I should fire the camera. I agree. So if Phil was worried about it still been in range, it's not. Only just. So Boba range 1 into Zizi. Gets the Boba reels from the 2 ships. I don't. More blanks.
Oh dear.
1 from the Force. Yeah, it gets a bit.
I can't help but plug for Boba Fett in this match. I do like the list so much. It has the right number of decisions, which is not many.
Yeah. Just let things happen, and then you can show that they happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I called the straight maneuver. I was just wrong on the speed of it, and it was a smarter move to do the short move, so that he could have options to boost out and change. We got Zizi chasing Fenn, and it's probably going to continue to chase Fenn. You didn't miss anything, and he even said to himself he actually made the mistake. He almost forgot that he was stressed. Shouldn't have dialed in a white maneuver. So no, you didn't miss anything. It was just a minor error of judgment in that position there. So, but it's in a position now because I mean, Boba's got a hard 2 round and boost again. Yeah, I think Fenn kind of has to stay out there. He's going to get pressured by the A-ring.
Well, he has given up the chance to move into the centre of the board. On the other hand, that's probably worth depriving Andy of shots on Boba at this stage. And maybe it's time for a contraband.
I don't think so this turn. I think because if he does the Talon roll, he's going to right in front of that rock.
Yeah, he's going to end up facing the rock next turn.
I highly expect just a hard 2.
But Poe's got to be careful because of the bomb.
It is a Jump Master die color. It's just one that he got, which he really likes. It's just a Scum dial cover. It's just cool. The Fenn dial cover was from the UK TC last year.
Oh, he's gone for it with the bomb.
Smart bomb.
I think that may be ambitious.
It forces Poe to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
As opposed to it might not actually hit. But if Poe has done the 2 bank to try and barrel roll and come back in, Poe needs to barrel roll boost to get away. But at the moment, Phil has Andy running in circles.
Yeah. And that goes back to the deployment, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy hedged his bets and went for the middle of the board, or rather spreading across the board, and that just meant that Boba Fett could come in from the wings.
Daryl, there's a squad champs that looks like going to be September, October time. That's one we do know. It's organised by Demetrius. Other one we don't know. Yeah, Poe could just take the Proton and the shields if he wants. But
I don't see any huge positional advantage in doing that.
No.
I mean, okay, it might put him in a position where he can come back in for Boba soon.
I mean, he could just make counters on 4K.
Oh, that's brave. Yeah, it's loads of room.
Medium bases, they fit everywhere.
This is where we say medium bases, they're really hard to judge.
They just fit everywhere. And Phil just said it. I quoted him before he said it.
Absolutely. It's one of those X-Wing tropes now, isn't it?
Yeah. It is just... It's just there.
Oh, where's he gone?
So that gives him the option to barrel roll. So he's done 2 forwards. He's going to have to boost.
Yeah.
And then barrel roll away.
But that does leave Poe quite badly out of position now.
Yeah, it's going to take him. He's got R4, so hard 2 next round isn't impossible. It's going to take a few turns to get back though. And Fenn just probably going to barrel roll out and focus again here to make sure he's out of range. Interesting that he's gone forward with that roll.
Is he out of range for the A-wing?
I think he's out of range. I think so. Yep. He's called that well.
Yeah.
Wow. So Boba range 1 into Zizi. That's a lot of paint. Gets 4.
Ooh, those are the rolls you want.
Look for 3 reds. I see 1 blank at least. That is a dead Zizi.
Oh dear.
Have I missed damage on there somewhere? I must have done.
So this is the moment surely where Phil decides that he's going to come in.
Wow.
He's chasing...
Get some F's in chat for Zizi. A bit of respect there. That'd be nice. I've missed triggers. Sorry, that's when Bert came over, I think. Apologies for that. You see he has removed those damage cards. Thank you so much, chat. Keep me honest. There we go. We missed that. Nathan Squadron, good to see you.
Those two rocks are in an interesting position.
But the one to the fireball's left.
Yeah, the
and
very
right,
top of the board there. Yeah. But Boba and Fenn are just on the hunt, aren't they now?
There is a crit on that ship. I'm going to find out what that is.
Goes for the slam.
Oh dear.
That I didn't realise. There's a damaged engine on Kaz.
That is misfortunate.
That's what that crit is.
Completely neuters his slamming.
You're
Not
down to
completely,
1605, thank you for following. So Han Solo salute to you. I really like Boba's position here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poe.
And it turns out that using the bomb like that just bought Phil enough time.
Yeah, it's just what I needed. So he clears his stress with the R4. And then S4s are closed, but he's going to take the lock. And probably take the focus. Yeah, Kaz has just been running around in circles because he's been threatened too much. He's not getting a chance to put any damage in. And Fenn now can just not worry about stressing himself, just probably boost to start getting back to the fight soon. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just biding his time, waiting to see what Poe does.
Well, he may be thinking that Boba can do Boba things, and then whatever is left at the end, Fenn can handle.
Well, we got a torp through a rock with Outmaneuver. Spins the lock.
Should make a dent.
That's going to be 3. 3 shields. Was that 2 shields? Okay. I'll check in a second. Many shields. Cancel. So that was 3 shields on Boba, so he's got 1 left. That's one of the 2 Proton Torpedoes from Poe. I mean, Poe's still a great in-game ship, right? So he can still take on these 2 ships. He's got the double reposition every turn, still have the ability mod, he's got the slam still available.
Yep. I do love those end-game one-on-one duels with 2 aces.
Absolutely.
And they do reward a lot of practice. Because there's certain tricks, certain things you can do to set up a good position in 2 or 3 or 4 turns time. And if you know what you're doing on the board, you can really take your opponent by surprise, even if you do have the disadvantage of not seeing where he's going before you move.
Yep. He needs a stronger magnet.
Yeah. Or a bigger one.
I think we're just going to get 3 straight from Poe here.
Here's Boba.
Is he doing the 1? He's going with the 1. That's a good move
Poe's
from
going
Andy.
to do... Oh, is he going to do Poe things? Got neutral arcs at the moment. He's not going to stay there, isn't Poe?
No, he can't afford to. I think that might be a mistake. Has he made it? No, he's good.
He's fine.
Still got the S-files closed.
That gap on the side is big.
Yeah, he's not, no, he's in a good spot. Just debating whether to focus or take a lock, or what he wants to do. He's realised he's left the S-Files closed. Taking focus.
I think Andy's at that point where you realise that you're under a lot of pressure and your mind goes to your position.
Yeah,
and the little details get forgotten sometimes.
Prime position for a Proton Bomb next turn again, which means forces Poe to have to go fast, which means Fenn can just turn to where he wants to be.
We will be starting pre-registration for tomorrow's extended qualifier, Worlds qualifier. So if you want to pre-register for tomorrow's Worlds qualifier, come please see the lovely Craig Barrett, who is up here at the information booth on my left-hand side.
It's just announced that they're going to pre-registration for tomorrow.
Worlds qualifier. Please come see Craig Barrett up here at the information booth. Also, you have just over 30 minutes remaining in your round. That is 30 minutes remaining in your round.
That was a lot of words.
What's a lot of words for a fairly straightforward message? 30 minutes left on the round.
So they're going to say 30 minutes left on the round and the pre-register is going to open. That's what Vince was trying to say.
There we go. You should get into podcasting. No. We are at about 480.
Do you know what? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's in the region of 480, 490. So it is a little bit down on last year's 570. Part of that was, that sounds. I think Nathan's Squadron's right, 486. But a lot of that is late notice of the event.
It was quite surprising.
But I am confident that will be a lesson learned.
Perhaps not putting it so close to a points change.
That's also that little bit. And I mean, we were a little bit nervous when they announced the date that we would be losing players from our open up in Stockport to this event. But in fact, I think the opposite has happened because we publicised the date well in advance. We had players coming to us who then decided not to go to the open. And if we'd known a little bit more about the date, it would have been helpful. And we could have thought about a different day, but there we go.
Well, we got the Camino open for anybody who's interested in 2 weeks' time. So it's a charity experiment, Saturday the 22nd of February. It's been held in Gillingham Scout Hut in Gillingham.
Is it Gillingham or is it Gillingham?
I don't know. I'm going to go Gillingham.
No, it's definitely Gillingham.
I don't know. I'm Irish.
Definitely. Look, what do I know? I remember when City played Gillingham.
Sure, go Gillingham then. I do apologise for my ignorance.
In the playoff final in 2001, I think, and we scored 2 goals to equalise to push it to extra time, where we won, and most of the City fans lost the stadium. So I'm very fond of Gillingham. It was the start of the
reboot.
He's
really going to have to boost to get away from that Proton Bomb.
Is this not the football stream?
This is not the football stream.
Okay.
But it does mean that Poe will also probably face a range 1 attack from Fenn. But he looks like he's just going to stay where he is and risk that bomb. But I reckon we've got a 3 hard here. It should be a 3 hard here.
It's not the bomb that would worry me if I was Poe. I'm much more concerned about where Fenn Rau's going.
Yep.
Poe does not like toe-to-toe with Fenn Rau, surely.
Phil.
Gives him room. Cautious. We're going to see a boost. I love Fearless Fenn so bad. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's just a beautiful thing. In he comes.
Stupid shit. I think I'm going to start flying Fenn for a while, see what happens.
Yeah, I'll just see what your dice do to you.
He is taking the bomb, so it's a shield. Okay, so
I think the reason that he didn't do the boost is he's hoping to do massive damage to.
He's hoping to just take Kaz off board. That's one.
I think he'd be lucky to take Kaz off.
That's an automatic evade.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep. Oh, I know. He's keeping the lock. Yeah.
Fearless there. And focus.
So
4 it is.
1's a crit. We've got spin a focus.
2 whistles.
Evades, so 2 shields. There's all the shields gone on Mr. Dameron. So 2 hits, 2 crits out of hand.
Oh.
So clearly that's how to do that. So 3 dice for Kaz. 2 bits paint at least. 3 bits paint, 1 focus. Spends the focus.
Yeah, so just a crit.
And takes a crit. Panicked pilot. So we're just going to check the damage cards. We've got damage in. We've got something else in there. Bob's just going to check them for it. The 4 gunshots come back. So we've got 3 hits. Bob gets a reroll. Let's spin the force for 1. Last shield on Boba.
Poor old Kaz is layering a damage sensor array on top of that damage.
The damage sensor array. Oh god. Oh dear. Thank you so much for the follow there. If you are enjoying the stream, please do consider dropping us a tip. Our tips page link is somewhere back up in the chat. It'll pop up in a minute. Keep an eye out. It's how we were able to afford coming here and doing the stream, and how we were able to get new cameras, get new microphones, be able to have commentators like Bob D on.
Yay! I am an unpaid commentator. This is a gift to the community to listen to my voice.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do it without the stream money paying for the microphone that we
is
have.
absolutely true.
So thank you so much for that.
Support the people supporting you people.
We do try and bring out these videos for you. And without the stream money, I would not be going to the Camino Open. I will say that right now. That would not be happening. So I'm glad that I'm
Just because it's
not
on
to
the
do
internet,
that.
it's not actually free.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm thoroughly looking forward to that. I know from after the weekend, we will be taking then donations for the Camino Open, which anything aside from the bit which we have to pay PayPal, any extra money, anything after that, all of your donation will go towards the charity itself.
And
straight towards the event.
The charity is for brain tumour research.
A very, very worthy cause.
A very worthy cause indeed. It's something that's very close to my heart.
And mine. So he's got the lock on Kaz already, got the focus. Where's Poe going? So it clears the stress.
I mean, the more interesting thing is whether Fenn Rau decides to switch targets. Oh, okay.
I think he's happy just to...
Well, maybe a wrong guess.
Could have been. But it also means he can just come round, come back again. He's now in a quite commanding position, really.
Yeah, and he's got a nice rear shot on Kaz from Boba there.
Yeah. But he did use Slave 1 to change the direction of Boba, I think. Spends the lock. Gets force charge for 2 hits. Kaz is rolling 3.
See if Kaz's dice let him down this time.
That's 1 paint. And that's an eyeball. That's 2 into Kaz.
Just
1 hull left on Kaz. Boba Fett's so strong.
It's
Good
great,
God.
isn't it? And it's been beautifully played by Phil. I mean, he's done a classic opening, sweeping in from each flank, and then just choosing the moment to come in perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been a bit more cowardly with Fenn than coming in around that rock on the bottom left, but he did it just right. And then leveraged the bomb really nicely as well.
I've said this already, and the second time I'm going to say it today. It worries me that I'm going to say this. Is that I'm really proud of how he's playing.
He's played before, right?
No, he's terrible. He's really bad. No, he's played at the ETC. He played for Northern Ireland, the ETC, XTC. Sorry, it's called this year.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
and he's
with
been,
the
oh,
crazy
Sir
boy
Wolf,
suits.
thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Thank you for that donation. I really, really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Good work.
Phil has been putting the time in. He's been playing probably about 5 or 6 games a week minimum. Okay. Talking to people, sorting out lists, trying things out, trying other people's lists to work against his, to see how it goes and things like that.
And playing this well does take a lot of work. You need to do a lot of your thinking before you come into the tournament venue.
Absolutely. Good shout, Apostles. You can't be cowardly with Fearless Fenn.
Yeah, but then his green dice just die, and you're all sad.
But you get a free mod on your green dice.
Yeah, but you don't on the others.
No, that's true.
So many times.
So we're gonna have a Proton Torpedo, I think.
Yeah, he's through into the hull. If that works, it works. I mean, Kaz isn't too much of a worry now on 1 health against these ships. It's
No.
and actually soaking the second Proton Bomber isn't awful.
No. The only thing he doesn't want right now is a damage engine.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's not obstructed.
It's
So
only
no.
a 2 in 33.
They've had 1 damage engine already, so it's less than that.
Indeed.
So 2 hits, 2 crits. 1 of it does. So hit, crit, crit because of Outmaneuver on Poe. Fuel leak, stun pilot, and another fuel leak. So he is left with a fuel leak on there. And my brain needs to work out how many cards that was. That's the wrong ship. You do not get a fuel leak. You're fine. You get a fuel leak. And so stun pilot. Fuel leak. And that should be that. I believe. That should be 3 hull left on Boba. That changes things a little bit. That was a good torp.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Daryl, thank you. That's awesome.
Oh, well played.
Massive Han Solo salute to you. Good man. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to get all choked up. That's awesome. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, everyone, for supporting the stream. We
That
really,
is
really
super generous.
appreciate it.
And it makes a lot of difference to the little Irishman.
Yeah. Makes me smile and do things. I was having a rough morning, and now I'm having
He smiles a lot anyway, though. Not always for the right reasons, I have to say.
But I get to chat and watch games and see some fantastic games being played.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
one back, one
Andy
slap.
was chasing this really from the deployment for me. And maybe pushing in right from turn 1 might have been what's costing this game. I don't know.
The stun pilot, that was the other one. Pretty sure. Double check this. Second fuel leak.
Oh, he's got the bump. He's got the bump. This is going to be interesting. Has he decided to push Fenn right in at this point? That's the really interesting bit. I'm really hoping we're going to see a big push forward from Fenn here.
Yeah, I had that damage right. Oh, does that fit?
Whoa!
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
just, and he's gone for the bank, which means a better position for the next turn, and also means he's travelled slightly further forward towards Poe.
Prime
It's
tokens
lovely.
don't work so well for us. It's nice to have the follows and the subscriptions, but they don't give us much at the moment because we're not a full affiliate, which is unfortunate, but I do appreciate it. Thank you for thinking of us. Lighting and camera is going weird. What is it causing that? Don't know.
Yeah, they're not waving anything in front of it.
No. I think it's just.
Oh, it looks like the range 1.
I think they nudge the ship whenever they're trying to measure range. They'll nudge Poe. So they're trying to. Yeah, they're still having range 1.
Oh, Ruther's through that.
Yeah, I'm not sure it should have been, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, it's absolutely part of the game. Is the wiggle.
No, when Phil put the range raider down, Poe got nudged back. But we'll just have to see what happens. I think it's 1 anyway. And Poe takes 1 of 8. That seems fair. So 3 dice back. Fence back us for 3. Can't tell, don't know. Paint. 2 of them. Takes 1.
And that's going to get him to half points on Poe, I think.
Does. So 121 to 57, range 2 from Boba Fett into Kaz. Three hits into Kaz. It's 2 paint. But I think it's enough to kill Kaz anyway.
Yeah, and Kaz has now got as many damage cards. He's got the 5 damage cards, so
Well, I think he's just
he's
deaded.
losing the dice for that. Such good ability.
Just deaded.
Do you go for a deliberate bump here with Boba? And then... No, you can't, because Fenn Rau's in a bad position for that. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, Fenn Rau will be on the rock if that happens.
literally nowhere to go. Poe's going to be too hard to the left. I can't really see any outs for Poe aside from too hard to the left.
Yeah.
Going to the right gets Fenn to follow him.
Or is
Boba
now,
can
is
shoot
now
at
the
the back.
contraband moment?
Talent now 3k now. Yep, Contraband called it. Bob, well done. I forgot which way he was facing in all honesty.
It doesn't matter. He shoots out the
really
back too.
I really did. So we got the K turn. So he's going to focus.
Yeah.
That's. At least I call the direction of the turn.
Yeah. Oh, everybody's doing K turns.
Talon roll for Poe. That's a bold choice. I mean, to be fair though, where does Fenn go?
Well, the 2 bank should work. Yeah, there it is.
And just roll out.
Yeah, he should be able to barrel out of that.
The difficulty was, well, if we went the other direction, he'd be in front, should be shot by Boba. So actually, the direction he's gone isn't terrible, but where he goes after that, I don't really know.
No, he doesn't have anything. Well, yeah, and having to do the blues to
Boba range 3, 1 hit.
there's
Got an
a
evade,
lot
he's
of paint there.
But yeah, where does he go? It's got to be the 2 bank to ship to Poe's right, towards Phil on the left of the screen. But that leaves Boba just dials in a bank. So Boba's just dials in the 1 bank, and then can go either way. Fenn can do the 1 hard here, barrel roll focus if he needs to.
Yeah.
Oh, Poe's got R4, so he can 2 hard towards Fenn.
Okay.
Could fit. Might fit.
And that kind of sets up Boba moving into a blocking position for that, and then the Talon from Fenn Rau.
I wouldn't expect the Talon. It's more like to do the hard turn and the roll than he is to do the Talon.
Yeah. But if he does engineer the block and then does a lovely Talon, that could be quite beautiful.
Yeah, the block from Boba seems like the right move. Definitely agree.
There
so
he
he's
goes.
going for it.
Yeah.
This is almost textbook flying.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really
the way
good.
that the 2 ships are working together and they're just complementing each other to keep pressure on the centre of the board. It's a really
He's got the
beautiful
block.
to watch. I am the
Weight players, there are just under 15
Has he blocked them on the rock? No.
It's close. It's really close.
Jeez, I'm glad I'm recording this game. Now, I would like to say that I'm somewhat shocked and astonished by the amazingness of play that's going on here by Phil, but I am somewhat massively impressed. It's really good.
It is really good. Oh,
He's
he has
on the
got
rock. That is a
and
hit.
he's taken the damage. Oh dear, Poe Dameron.
It's just all
Has he done
going
the hard
wrong.
one? Has he done the hard one?
Yes, he's got a hard one in his hand, isn't he? Or is it hard two?
I think it's a hard 2 in his hand, yeah.
Yeah, he's got hard two.
But it's what kind of hard 2 is it? Has he done the beautiful thing?
Talon.
Oh, see, I was so hoping that was going to happen. Well played, Phil Pond. You are my new Boba Fett hero.
Jeez.
Beautiful play. Beautiful, beautiful play. Risky.
Range 1.
Phil, this is only going to do so much for him.
Oh. 3.
Something's going
That's
through.
cocked, so I'm going to roll again. 1.
There we go. End of game. Yeah.
Wow.
That was 4-0 for Phil Pond and 3-1 for Andy Brazier.
What a game.
Well played both. It really was one where I think Andy turn 0 was hard on him.
Jeez.
And
That was
it
just
didn't
setup.
get better. But impressive flying. Really,
Wow.
really impressive flying. Well,
Okay. So they're just saying a few things could have been different if they'd done the barrel roll early when they were down where they were pointing there at the bottom of the screen. It could have been a very different game, but he just chose made a different choice.
yeah.
So I'm going to try and grab them for a minute and have a chat. Bob, thank you so much.
No, man,
Thank you.
absolute pleasure.
Please
thank
take yourself one of those.
Oh, terrific.
Pick one.
And thank you, Stream people, for putting up with me. You're generous with your patience.
Right. I'm going to go grab the guys. I should be right back. Bear with you 1 second.
You sit on this side for me, please.
Have that really close to you.
That was a very,
Right. So let's grab this. On the mouse. I'll have you.
I think I made one key mistake early on.
Oh, hold on.
That
Let
I
me just do
kind
one
of
thing.
Really wish I'd. Yeah.
It's gone really quiet because I know why. Let me just add one thing to make it all better, and that will make a lot more sense. That one. Let's have that a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, cool. So, thank you firstly for being on the stream.
That's alright.
Really appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
It was
Thank you for having
a
me.
superb game to watch. It really was. So, yeah, so you were 4 now going into this.
Yep.
So now obviously you are 4-1. So 1 more game to go. To
All to
make
play
it
for.
You can do that. That's fine. And so tell us a bit. You were talking about the opening. You were saying you had a bit of a choice to make.
It was just early on. I kind of thought I just need to get rid of Fenn because then Poe can just deal with Boba in his own time.
Yeah.
There was very early on when we were in the sort of, from my point of view, top left corner. There was a point.
Bottom left of our screen.
Yeah, there was a point where Zizi did a hard turn in,
Yep.
and I thought Fenn might have done the hard one. I could have barrel rolled to block the hard one, which meant Poe was then behind him, tokenless Fenn.
Yep.
Potentially Proton Torpedo range would have just gone, "Oh, that'll do nicely." Didn't happen. I didn't do the barrel roll. Yeah.
Just made a choice.
Made a choice. I don't know why I made that choice. It was just like, oh no, he won't have turned in. It's too close to be blocked.
But I mean, Phil's been playing really well, and he seems to get the position he wanted to. In that
Yeah, he led me round the garden with Fenn.
We're sure it's printed back into the stream cam. Oh, I'm sorry. I can flip the camera, but you know, that seems pointless. But
I'm actually part of HT.
Yeah, it's too much effort.
681 Squadron? Does that even work? HTA 81. Yeah.
But it's cool. No, you done really well.
So
what made you choose the Fireball? Why Kaz?
I don't know. It just seemed really fun. It just seemed like really fast ship can just zoom.
That was it.
I like A-wings. A-wings go zoom.
Sure.
The Fireball kind of went. Yeah, that looks fun.
I mean,
that
it's
looks
why I'm
silly.
flying Vinder tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that seems cool. But no, it's cool. And you get to choose one of these, by the way, which we'll do in a second. But you get a choice of cards. But it was a massively enjoyable game to watch. And every moment was just like, I thought, what's going to happen? Where's he going to go? There's a few times, and you'll be able to watch it back because we'll post it up, where you kind of you seem to pen yourself into positions and just kind of get stuck there. So Poe, I've played bombs
The
a lot.
secret is
now.
I very rarely think ahead. Don't know how I've got this far.
So I've played bombs a lot. So I saw the Proton Bomb coming from Boba, and I was like, where do you go?
Yeah.
Was that how it
That
kind of felt?
second bomb, when it got dropped, I was like, this will be fine. I'll focus and boost forward.
Take a shoot.
I didn't do the boost forward.
Right. Okay.
I was like, I'll just eat a range 1 Fenn shot. It'll probably get, like, at that point I was like, it'll probably just hit my shields.
Yeah.
And then I can get away from this mess. And I just forgot the bomb was there. Took a stupid extra hit, which I didn't need to. It's late in the day.
Yeah, it has been. It's a really good list.
I just forgot bombs existed, to be fair.
Well, please do come back and let us know how you do in your next round. That'd be awesome, because I think it's really cool.
But I lucked my way through the first 4 rounds, so...
But I think it's a cool list, and I think it was an awesome game.
It's interesting, yeah. Like, just with the both outmaneuvers, like, most of what I've been able to do today is have initiative, leave Poe in one corner, people just come after him because he's worth all the points. The Fireball will just zoom round the other side of the board with Zizi kind of going somewhere in the middle. I've never really figured out what to do with her, but the concussion missiles help a lot. And then, like, because they're coming around that way, and especially you've got the outmaneuver of Fireball, you can't completely ignore them. Yeah. And yet you want to go after Poe, but then if you ignore Poe just goes, thanks for ignoring me, bye-bye.
You can go now.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's worked quite well. But,
awesome. Well, thank you so much. And again, thank you for being on stream. Please do take it on the card.
Oh, yeah. I think I've almost got all your cards here
What
today.
do you want another one of? It's fine. I got some. We gotta see. We got all the cards.
Let's go with a... Oh, no, Predator.
Yeah,
That's popular. I said that was quite cool.
I'm very pleased with this. Right. So cool. Well, thank you
very much again.
for the third time, and
Cheers.
good luck at the next game. Where's he gone? He's run away. He's run away, but I need to talk to him and ask him how his game went. Talk to him about the games, and you know. But yeah, so while I have you, so Camino Open. It's probably all backwards for you guys, isn't it? If it is backwards, I've got to switch that round sometime. but the 22nd of February, if you haven't got a ticket yet, please do that. We've got 5 minutes left in the main round of the event, so probably 20 minutes to the next round, unless we're going to have a short break. I don't think we are. Just going to have 7. 1 second. Cool, apparently a whistle works for my co-host. Means I got to bring him on and talk to him, and oh god, I gotta say congratulations.
Yes, you do.
Got it, mate. That's awesome. So that's you in the cut.
Yeah, there is.
That's you making day 2 of the system open.
Yeah.
So just to let people know, right? Because I know, but let people know. How did you do the system open last year? Last year was I won the opening 2, then lost 4 in a row. Right.
3-0, 3 in a row, then went 3-3, I think.
And the previous year?
I had a fever. I tell you, remember, I had a terrible fever. I lost.
You didn't do well.
Yeah, I won the first one, lost the next 2, so of course didn't progress any further than that. And the year before that, I went 1-6.
But you're having a good year.
Yeah.
You're doing well. And this has been awesome. But Bob and I were talking. So we've. Bob is a big fan of Boba Fett.
Yeah. Come
on. And he actually said it was a masterclass to watch you fly the list. He said that the choices that you made, the positions that you were in, it was just perfect.
Yeah, I mean there was a few. Thank you. I mean, to me, it's a compliment and a half, especially from Bob. Bob was a great player. He's also a lovely man. Yeah, it's fun. So, lovely man. I played next to him at the XTC in Poland last year, but there's a few turns where I don't know how I did it. I just saw it perfect. Like for example, the end where with Bob I did the 4 forward to block the blue hard 2. Because he got the R2 Astromech, and he wants to get after Boba. He wants to try and kill Boba off. If I block him with Fenn, I can do the 2 tower roll, get the range 1 shot. Yeah. Whether he clipped the rock or not, I was like, I don't know. I can't guarantee that. But the
rock was a bit of a bonus, I'm sure.
It was. It was unintended. What was intended was to block the 2 hard 2 up.
I didn't expect the talent, so I said it would be the hard 2 or the hard 1.
Yeah.
Bob called it. He said if he does the and he said this. He said if he does the talent, it will be an absolutely amazing maneuver, and you did. And you called it, and you got it range 1, got the shots you needed, and just finished off Poe.
Yeah, it's one of those things of X-Wing is a dice game, and I think on that one for once, I think dice were nice and average. I blanked out on some, Andy blanked out on some, I got a lot of some, he got a lot of some. And the Proton Torp was, he rolled hit, crit, and crit on the rock out of hand, rolled it into another crit. Yeah. Like, okay, that's perfect. Nothing I probably could do about that. You rolled the 1, yeah, that's fine, not much else you could do. Kaz, of course, was starting off with basically having 7 health is just it's a pain, but that's why I did the rocks how I did them, to block off in the middle all the slam. So if he wants to do it, he's got to go around the long way.
Frankly, you've had a bit of practice against the slam, haven't you?
I have, but that's down to you. The interesting thing was, like, of course, so he has to choose a face of damage card at the start. So he chose Damage Engine, which for me is an interesting one, because I thought, well, that really limits his maneuvers going forward. That hard 2 then becomes red.
Yep.
So I know it
was a big crit.
Yeah,
it was a big crit.
Yeah, he selected it. That's the thing. That's the one he selected to start off with, Kaz.
Well, I don't know why I did that.
Neither do I. It's one of the things I was going to ask him. And then, of course, getting the Panic Pilot to have triple stressed to keep him out of the game. So I go, cool, I down to go after Poe. Zizi, if he does the barrel roll, he blocks with. It's a different game.
That was the early barrel.
The early one.
Yeah, we spoke about that as well.
Yeah, however, of course, our Fens come around, do the boost in, and get shots from just.
So the next game, play for fun, play for win, play for pride?
Play for win, but play for fun for sure.
Cool.
Especially now, there's no pressure on the show. I made day 2, which for me it's.
Just go enjoy it.
Yeah.
Excellent. No, well done. Super proud of you. 3rd time or 4th time I've had to say that now.
Yep.
Not sure I like it.
But
no, it's wicked. Absolutely wicked. So the Camino Open is in Gillingham. I've been informed that I've been pronouncing it wrong. That's fine, because I'm Irish or Welsh, depending on where you think I'm from. And it is on the 22nd in the Gillingham Scout Hut in Holbuck Road, which is ME89TR, on the 22nd of February. So look it up. If you look up the Camino Open on Facebook, you will be able to find it. What I'll try and do
so cheers for the comments, guys.
I'll put it in the
just
chat.
read them now. So thank you. Thank you
there are lots of like good game, amazing game. Yeah.
Probably had to be called Phil to be good with Fenn.
I missed that comment. That's a fantastic game. Yes.
I like that.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
I will try and get the link up for that in a moment, and I'll post that in the chat. Or I'll just press the button I really didn't want to press. But that's okay. So,
I'm going to get a bit more water, and I will...
you go get a drink, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Well done. Okay. Right, I have temporarily lost my chat, so bear with me. I'll get that back. There we go. And I'll go through the new one. Right.
Around, the sooner a play gets spoken, more of
they're
the
just
are ready consuming. So, thank you.
Just trying to get the next round. So we get the Mastiffs in there. The round has just ended, so we just have a timing round. And if I can find the Camino open, I will put that link in the chat. While I did that. But yeah, we've got some games still going on. Not sure how the rest of the guys are doing. Let's see if I can find this for you guys now. And I will look to find it. But I'm being silly and going the wrong way. It's much easier. Don't forget, First Earth is streaming there. Just finished up their game as well. But in terms of keeping on scoreboard and things, Simon is a lot more adept at doing that sort of thing than I am. So I have no problem with you guys watching them both. You can also have two screens open. Highly recommend doing that. Used to do it all the time. Ironically, watching First Earth and Ghost Squadron usually. For anyone on the phone,
Do you want to check the score so I can hand it in?
the score I have got. I just need to check the damage. 1 second. Just check that those damages are right. That's what I've got. So it'd be Phil killed 193. So I guess ended up being 257.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, you happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Right, I have found the Camino Open charity event. Just double check that we had the score, and it is there. Okay. Try that again. That's better, that makes more sense. That should be the link to the Camino Open charity event for anyone who's interested in going. Please do check that out. Right, I'm going to find out what's going on, so 15 minutes would be the 10 to 8, so I should try and get that sorted. Thank you guys for watching. Nice, really is having fun today.